Patty.
So how do you get the word out about the availability of these bowls?
On Facebook and Gratitude Bowl Project. I've told Patty Galley from Pets of the Homeless.
Okay. Yeah, and I know Patty very well, and that's a relatively new nonprofit that she started to help feed the pets of the homeless in our community, and I know you take donations for that here as well?
Yes, we do. We are a continuous drop-off for Pets of the Homeless.
And what do people normally drop off? Money, or dog food, cat food, that type of thing, or all of the above?
All of the above they can drop off, yeah.
So we're sitting in a beautiful room in the back, and I know you host meetings for people in recovery as well?
There's no official meetings here, but the room is available just by reservation. Okay. And you can have any kind of group you'd like here. We have book studies, Bible studies.
Very comfortable. Perfect day for it with the window open and the breeze blowing through. Okay, let's talk about What's Up Coffee and the types of foods that and beverages you provide.
Okay, we have coffee, iced tea, we have iced chai, 2 kinds, sweet and spicy, Italian sodas, smoothies, freezes. We have either the soup or the chili, something going on. In the summer, we'll do some veggie cups, fruit cups, something healthier and cool. Our pastries we have are donuts, lemon bars, scones, homemade cookies. We also have photo cards. That is my new hobby. I've been making cards.
So you make those yourself?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. I'm taking weekends off right now, so going on hikes and taking pictures of our beautiful country.
Okay, so give us your hours of operation.
Our hours of operation right now are weekdays 7 to 5. We also have internet in our private meeting room. We also have some guitars, drums. I just want people to have a good time.
Well, that's great. And how about a phone number and an address?
Our phone number is 530-273-1916, and we are located at 1110 East Main Street.
And we might add you serve Caroline's coffee.
Absolutely.
Okay, Angie, we're going to send it back to Dave for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll get into Lego Week because that was so fun. When we come back, we'll meet Queen Angie and talk everybody to our Thursday edition of On the Town. What a wonderful world, and truly is a wonderful world with the ladies that I've met through this M3 Mall pageant, thanks to Melissa Missler and her foresight to just create an opportunity for people in our community to do nice things for other people. And Angie Buist is one of them. Angie, I walked into What's Up Coffee, I guess it was maybe a month ago, just to get my cup of mocha, and I noticed this table full of Legos, and I saw a young man sitting in the corner with headphones on, and I believe he had goggles on his forehead, and working on a bunch of Legos. So I said, "What's up with this?" And he introduced himself as Josh, and he's your son. And he had this incredible layout of Legos, buildings with glass windows and people inside and all kinds of things. And what was that all about?
Lego Week is something Josh and myself came up with to let him be more a part of the coffee shop and just to celebrate his creativity. And that's what he is into. He's got some summer surprises for you to see coming up next week. Next week. It'll be, in June. Okay. Be June 1st. We'll be starting it up. You bring in a bag of Legos, and you can get a free drink of your choice, a sandwich bag size. Bring your kids. We had a lot of fun with it last time, so we decided, we'll just keep continuing with it. So,
I walked in, saw that, and talked to Josh, and he explained what was going on. And then I saw the sign for bringing in a bag of Legos, and I have a 7-year-old grandson, so I immediately, when I picked him up from school that day, said, I brought him over so he could see what was going on, and the next day we came back with 2 bags. So I got a coffee, and he got a Coke, and but the interest was unbelievable. The number of people that I saw while I was in here for a very short period of time. Was it like that constantly?
Yes, it was crazy. It was crazy with kids, but it was so much fun.
Absolutely. Okay, so June 1st, stop by What's Up Coffee and check out Josh's new creations. I really loved Superman coming out of the commode with toilet paper stuck to his shoe. That was pretty cool. Okay, so what got you hooked up with Melissa and this whole M3 Mall Queen pageant?
Well, when I had bought the business, I had a group of ladies having a Bible study here, and they asked me to join their business group, Tapestry Network. Okay. Yes, and then we've just created friendships and networked with businesses from then on. Yeah.
Okay, so, but Tapestry is one thing. Getting in front of a bunch of people and in the whole pageant process, that took some courage, huh?
Yes, it was completely out of my comfort zone.
But you did it, and what'd you learn about yourself?
I learned that everybody was beautiful. Learned to make new friends and really stepping outside of my box and getting out there and promoting everybody. And yeah.
So, was there a particular talent you wanted to put on display?
No.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay, so what pageant were you involved in? Because there was just recently a pageant, and there will be one coming up in December in conjunction with Cornish Christmas. When did you get hooked up?
I started the first one, which I was talked into, was the Cornish Christmas.
Let me guess who talked to you.
You can probably guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I really had a good time, and I really enjoyed it, and felt really good about myself, so I decided to go ahead and run in the spring pageant. So now I have two titles.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, I'm an ambassador for the Cornish Christmas pageant, and also Grass Valley for the spring pageant.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, so let's go back to the Cornish Christmas one. That was your very first one. And what did that get you involved in? Because, I mean, the number of appearances collectively you guys have all made is staggering. It was over 1,000 appearances, which equates to thousands of hours ringing bells. And what did you particularly get hooked up with?
I have... Did the bell ringing for Salvation Army, have gone in parades, ribbon cuttings for different businesses, chambers. Yes. We've gone to the elderly folks' home and had Mother's Day there with them. So I've got to connect with older people and really young kids also that I probably wouldn't have if I wouldn't have gotten connected in this pageant.
Okay, so we just recently had our picture taken, and following the orders of Miss Missler, and people had to see it, seeing you get prepared, because you got a Harley Davidson motorcycle shirt on, along with your crown and your queen sash covering up your Harley Davidson shirt. So it's tell us a little bit about you, where you came from, and what's your background.
Well, I moved here, me and my son and our little dog. We moved here 6.5 years ago to start a new life from Elko, Nevada.
Oh, wow.
I will never move back. It's really beautiful here. My mom and stepdad live in Penn Valley, so they're getting older, so we came to be closer to them. Yeah.
Okay, my guest is Angie Buist. Angie's one of the M3 Mall Queens and Ambassadors, going way back to the original pageant, which was Cornish Christmas 2014, I guess. Maybe it was 2015. And she's also the owner of What's Up Coffee, which is where we're broadcasting from. Address again?
1110 East Main Street.
People may remember it as the original Caroline's Coffee. So she's new owner, not quite new anymore, 4+ years. Her and her son Josh operate this business, and we're going to continue our conversation with Angie after this commercial break, so please stay tuned for KNCO News Talk 830. And welcome back, everybody, to our final segment for this Thursday edition of On the Town. What a wonderful world. And I just can't ever get over how impressive it is to sit here on these Thursdays and talk to these wonderful ladies, young and old, who are, not referring to you, Angie, as being old, but that have gotten involved in this M3 Mall Queen program, and just what an impressive event it's been, and what it's done for them individually, and then what they in turn do individually for our community. Really makes it a wonderful world. And speaking of a wonderful world, don't forget what this weekend's all about, Memorial Day weekend, especially Memorial Day on Monday, to remember all those who have sacrificed for our freedom, and plenty of opportunities all around to get out and enjoy beautiful weather and show your respect and admiration for those folks who have given their lives for our freedom. Also, don't forget Butterfly Garden going on at the at Hooper and Weaver for Hospice of the Foothills. I think Tom did a show the other day on that last Friday, and I guess skin in on Monday or Tuesday. My guest is Angie Buist. Angie and her son Josh operate What's Up Coffee, but we're here to talk a bit about Relay for Life. We're going to keep pounding on this because it's a commitment that Tapestry and the M3 Mall Queens have made to bring this back, this wonderful event back. It's going to be the weekend after this, and at Sierra College. So, Angie, from your perspective, what does Relay for Life mean to you?
Relay for Life is a chance to give back. I'm on the team for the M3 Queens. And I have a bucket at the shop that's been here for a few months, and so far we've raised $195 in that. And for the next 2 weeks, we'll be focusing on selling luminaries. I made one up for my dad. He passed away of liver and lung cancer, so I have that one I made up this morning, and it's sitting on the counter. You can come and purchase a luminary here at What's Up Coffee. They're $10, and either you can decorate it or I'll decorate it for you if you'd like.
Now, the luminaries will be part of Relay, an evening event that will circle the pond at Sierra College?
Yes. I'll have glow sticks, and then we ask if you could bring 1 can of food that will set in the luminaries, and that will go to the Interfaith Foods Ministry.
Wow. What a great opportunity. Now, how about teams? People can still form teams. It's not too late?
That I'm not sure about. Probably Melissa Mitzler would be the one to contact on that.
Okay. Do you have her contact info?
I just get a hold of her on Facebook, yes.
M3 Mall? Yeah, okay. And I saw on Facebook the other day an urgent request for help both setting up and tearing down, and I saw a couple of suggestions that maybe the NU football kids or other young folks to get involved. I think it's really important for young people to understand what this whole Relay for Life thing is all about, honoring those who have survived cancer, as well as honoring those who've lost their lives to cancer, as your father had. So, again, contact M3 Mall on Facebook, and if you've got any suggestions or you feel like you'd like to help, or if you'd like to get involved with bringing your own team or join a team that exists. So you guys are going to be doing some hoofing around that pond?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the event starts and ends when?
It starts at 9 a.m. with the Survivor Breakfast, and I'll be donating the coffee for that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure what time it ends.
Okay. And then the event goes until 9 that evening? Oh, okay. It's somewhere close to that because in order for the luminarium to be effective, it's got to get a little dark so those bags show up properly. Okay. So anything else that we want to cover with respect to Relay for Life?
We'll also be having a crown for the day, and that is you can bring your kids, and they can get a little crown and a sash and have a little coronary, take pictures. And then we'll be on stage giving medals to the survivors. Okay. Yeah.
Dr. Melissa from Insight Imaging, as well as I think Dr. Campbell from the Cancer Center will be doing that. Last I heard from Melissa, we're still looking. We could use more survivors, and so if anybody who's listening might know of anyone again who has survived this terrible disease, could show up and be recognized. They don't necessarily have to tell their story. They can just walk across the stage and be presented with a survivor's medal. Over the years that this event was going on, that was quite a thing to observe, to see all these folks who have survived. I'll never forget the very first one and seeing Jim Kerr, who was working for KNCO at the time, walking across that stage. So, all right, well, let's get back to what's going on here and a little bit more about Josh, because people really understand what's going on with him, and I'm sure that's near and dear to your heart. So how old is Josh?
Josh is 22. Okay. He's almost 23, but he's a special needs son. Okay. He's a great kid. He's great help with organizing. He's really focused.
Well, you got to be to create the Lego town that he created. I mean, and again, I got to repeat, this was all just scrap Legos. There was a couple of kits that were there, but I mean, he had McDonald's, I believe, and a 7-Eleven along with helicopter. I mean, it was unbelievable. And then that train was pretty cool too.
Yeah, he even has a What's Up Coffee.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
So what kind of groups meet here? And, how is it available on a pretty regular basis?
Yes. We have Bible studies, book studies, artist group, Pioneer Arts meets here. Sierra Muse, writers group meets here. Just anybody. I just want everybody to come and feel comfortable. Okay. Yeah. And
then let's go into your photography and the creations you've been making. That looks like you're pretty excited about that.
Yeah. I've always loved to take pictures, and I had a friend, Manel. She told me, you sell everybody's artwork and you sell their photos. Why don't you put some of your own on there? And she had that little belief in me. And I have been, the last few months, I've been making cards and selling them. It's been really fun.
So have you always had this artistic side of you?
Probably deep down inside somewhere.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
And I would assume the confidence and the self-assurance you've achieved from your experience with this whole M3 Mall Queen involvement and getting out in the community and volunteering and owning your own business for 4+ years has helped maybe rekindle that fire inside of you?
Absolutely.
So what kind of photography, what do you like photographing most?
Mostly nature, flowers, trees, just our beautiful area. You know, I came from Elko, Nevada, and there's not many trees there. Yeah. And they're just the flowers that bloom here, even in December, is just amazing to me. I feel like we live in paradise.
Well, I would tend to agree with you, and I think that's why most of us are here. And so how do people get a hold of your cards?
They can just come in to What's Up Coffee. I got them all on display rack. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so again, we've got just about a minute left, so kind of wrap things up. If people want to get involved with either, well, we'd love to see them get involved with Relay for Life, or find out more about Tapestry, or find out more about the pageant program. Everything's available just at M3 Mall on Melissa's Facebook page.
Yes.
Or they could come in and talk to you over a cup of coffee, right?
They sure could.
So again, your hours of operation are what?
We're open from 7 to 5 on weekdays.
Weekends, you're not going to be open because you're going to be out making photographs, right?
Yep.
And don't forget, June 1st, Josh is going to have another unbelievable display of his Lego creativity, and you really got to stop in and see it, and hope people do. So thank you for taking the time. I hope Josh is doing okay out there at the counter, and but thank you for sharing your story with us, and best of luck. I hope you keep going with this.
Thank you, Jon.